Okay, guys, so I am at a ladies' Bible study this morning. Um, was running a little late. We're kind of sick right now, but I got here. So I'm not as late as I thought. Um, I'm someone who hates to be late, so I usually set a goal of being somewhere quite early. But they're starting worship, so I can uh, I can wait to join in. So um, basically, last night I was coming home. I was near my vehicle, uh, and I just saw the leaves. Right, I saw the leaves changing colors and stuff, and I was like, "Do you remember leaves walking home from your abortion?" And I'm like, I don't remember the weather. I didn't even remember the date. Everything just kind of falls into itself. Everything's kind of smushed together when you've had an abortion. Um, I had to have the medical papers to tell me which day was the abortion. And of course, when you're super busy, right, you don't always have time to know which day it is. When I was like in second grade, our teacher made us write the date on the paper, and that's something that I still value is writing the date down. Um, when I started homeschooling, I was writing the dates down, and that's important because I lost that somewhere after my teacher made us do that in school. So I just remember, like, I don't remember anything with the weather, and I was trying to remember October 7th. There would have been leaves when you walked home, and I was like, okay, make sure you take that today and try to get more details about that in your memory. Um, I just remember kind of slamming the door and I was done. I was just like, it was like done deal, and part of me was cut off even more. It was just like, uh, just the shame and everything. So when you have family dynamics that are shameful, your family thinks you're crazy. They think, you can't even have a conversation. If you say one thing that does not line up with your family, it's shame and condemnation and criticism. And there's really no real conversation, right? So I was talking to an editor, like I said yesterday, and she was saying that this girl, she couldn't do anything right, and she could not write her book. She wrote part of it with no names, and it's not until her father had died and her mother had Alzheimer's that she felt free enough to name it. So a lot of times us girls are silenced and we can't really express ourselves. And if we do, we're going to get shamed. And yes, surfacely you may have a relationship where everything is surface, and what do you want to eat, and that may go well, and what, get up for school, that may go okay. But anything you would agree with or try to show um, some being authentic and talking about things, like me and this lady at the laundromat were talking about growing up, and her mother would do the same thing mine would. What's the matter? And you say nothing. What's the matter? Nothing, because you don't want to talk, because if you talk, you're going to hear it. So she said she used to get mad about it with her mother. So back to the mother-daughter relationship. It is a huge, huge betrayal of the mother-daughter relationship to have an abortion. So I did write yesterday. I'll be writing today, and today's study is Blessed are those who mourn, they shall be comforted. And I'll be taking this into the area of abortion and what happens when women remember things. Like, I know that some of that feeling of fall came back to me last night with the abortion. You grieve, right? You grieve more and more and more. So the more you heal, the more you're going to grieve everything that happened. And you have to go through it. There's no way around it, there's no shortcuts. You have to grieve in order to heal. But you want to heal. It's one of the best things you can do for yourself, because you're going to feel a little more whole after you heal.